Yeah, so Danny brought me up and I learned the zones, the temple zones. But I also I
Because
literally
Dan
got
was with John Chaney for how many years at Temple?
11 years is
11.
his top. Yeah. So Dan brought, I still talk about it today, establish the floor. Well, what does establish the floor mean? If you can establish the areas you want to play from, which is you want to control the paint. If you do it early, you can do it late. And we
Yeah.
talk about it. Don't
Yeah.
turn the ball over. Okay. And, you know, the other thing is education. Educating uh, minority. That was John Chaney, and now it's Black History Month. And what John Chaney embodied what it is to serve the underprivileged. You have, and Dan was a beacon of light for me in that area, and just taught me so much about Coach Chaney and his basketball on the floor and off the floor. And you know, it's Coach Chaney did so much for Philadelphia basketball, but basketball in general.
Yeah, he was a powerful personality, but a powerful influencer too. And if you've ever met him, you'd know that. And I certainly didn't work with him like you guys did, but I did meet him because we were just going Division 1, and he'd be at the Division 1 head coaches meetings. And there was a time when John was going to take over the entire meeting with 350 Division 1 coaches in one room, and you just knew at some point Coach Chaney was going to make it hurt. And in retrospect, like when we look at what our world is now, like he should be talking, like he was telling us today is going to happen. All this crazy bullshit is going to happen. Like if we don't get this under control, whether it be the FBI investigations or whether it be name, image, likeness, whether it be the welfare of the kids, whatever it be, whether it be the crazy recruiting calendar that coaches keep. He was railing on these things, and 1,000 other things. I'm just saying my personal experience and recollections, but what a powerful man that way, in a great way, in a positive way.
He was so ahead of his time. It's just, it's just amazing. Everything he predicted all of this,
Yeah.
where we would be today.
Yeah.
And and I always was fascinated with his relationships with, the Temple football coaches. And two of them are in the NFL now. One just won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
The guy at Tampa.
Yeah.
He tweeted out about Coach Chaney and the effect he had on him.
Yep.
So
Experience.
I just think the guy, I'll give you one story. Okay. So I'm playing at St. Joe's. And at the time when St. Joe's, the Sixers practiced there, right? So they had a big 5 coaches versus cancer meeting upstairs at St. Joe's. And Larry Brown's coaching, Allen Iverson, Aaron McKee, and they're all going. So I literally, I would miss my marketing. Don't tell my marketing t-shirt. I would miss my marketing class to watch Larry Brown. John Kuster was assistant, and I would just take notes of Larry Brown every day. It was the greatest grad program I was ever.
Yeah,
I was
thinking
unbelievable. But they just lost. I'll never forget it. They lost in Atlanta the night before, and they came back and they were practicing. And John Chaney comes into practice. Okay. He stops the Sixers practice. Okay. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And Larry's like looking over. He's like, what's going on? He's like, I need to talk. And he's like, Aaron McKee. He starts yelling at Aaron McKee. I'm like standing there. Fran Dunphy's next to me. And I'm like, Coach, what's going on here? He's like, this is John being John. And he goes, and Larry just let him go. He ends up like going after, I'll never forget, after Aaron, he went after Allen Iverson. He said, you beat a guy 2 straight times and you want to beat him a third. You got to go score. And he went after Matt Geiger. And he went after, I'll never forget it. Like it was clear as day. And I just thought, man, any gym he walks into, it's his gym.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the kind of guy he was.